video, we will review the plan, equipment, and supplies that are recommended by PROP to have ready to go for any emergency situation. On our website, under Resources section, you will find this booklet. This booklet will walk you through all the necessary considerations so you can feel confident and prepared to handle any situation. A phone should always be accessible, cell phone or landline. Pre-program all emergency contact information, including numbers for BC Hydro, local police, and fire halls into each caregiver's cell phone. If the member has a landline, we recommend a list of emergency contacts be pinned next to each landline telephone. At the bedside and in common areas, post the member's full address, including unit number, telephone number, full name, age, and any buzzer number to access the building. If the member has a code blue status, make sure it's posted on the fridge. In the event of a power outage, contact BC Hydro for an estimate of how long the outage will last to prepare accordingly. Every invasive ventilator has a built-in battery, and you will have 2 ventilators that will give you approximately 8 hours or more of backup battery power. You must test the length of the internal battery to know exactly how much time you have. The amount of time you have will change depending on the ventilator settings. Most of our members who rely on mechanical ventilation or have low independent breathing time will have 1 vent wired to their wheelchair battery, which will give additional ventilation time. PROP does not provide backup batteries, but these can be purchased for additional power supply. If you have lifts or other devices that require power, we strongly recommend you look into purchasing one of the batteries suggested by our biomedical team. A list of recommendations can be found in the emergency planning guide. Alternatively, you can stay with family, friends, or at a hotel that has a generator. All hospitals have generators, and some fire halls may be able to assist you. Thinking about these options and planning beforehand will make these situations less stressful. When thinking about general household safety equipment, PROP recommends smoke alarms, carbon monoxide detectors, and fire extinguishers that should all be regularly checked and maintained. For medical emergencies, the #1 piece of equipment your caregiver should be familiar with is your manual resuscitator or bagger. At the beginning of each shift, you should be checking the functionality of every bagger in the home. There should be 1 at the bedside and 1 on the wheelchair in your ready-to-go bag. Practice with this essential piece of equipment regularly. And for more information on how to check the bagger and how to use it in an emergency, refer to the videos on our website. Everyone should have a ready-to-go bag with all the essentials you'd need in an emergency. In my ready-to-go bag, I've got a bagger with the appropriate flex tubing, a mask. For trach supplies, I've got 1 trach that is the same size that the member is currently using and 1 that is 1 size smaller, as well as some posy ties. In a small baggie, I've got 2 spare clean inner cannulas. I've also got my spare clean 6-foot circuit with exhalation valve. And for suction supplies, I've got a couple of new suction catheters. I've got my container of clean saline solution, as well as my suction tubing and my fully charged suction unit. For infection control, we recommend you have disposable gloves, hand sanitizer, and sterile gauze. Don't forget your emergency planning booklet and your cell phone. Check your emergency to-go bag daily to ensure all items are present and to familiarize the caregiver with items that are in the bag, should they need to use it. In summary, preparation is the key to a successful outcome in any emergency situation. Don't forget to check your equipment daily and fill out the emergency planning booklet and know the resources available to you during an emergency.